How's it going, guys? Today's video we're going to be going over a Cakewalk Warrior build. I got this build from fighting a Cakewalk Warrior in World vs. World. I tried looking on a couple of their videos to see if I could find the build, and I could not, so I decided to share it with you guys. I was able to figure out what traits and skills and equipment he's using just by fighting him a couple of times. He did get me all the times I fought him. It was a very effective build for what I was on. I was on a Harbinger build at the time, and because that relies heavy on Condi, and this is the anti-Condi build, as you can see, it worked very well against me, and so I decided to share it with you guys. Enjoy. Okay guys, going to be going over the Celestial Spellbreaker build. First off, all of our armor is Celestial stats. I'm using Runes of Durability for the toughness, burn duration, and also maximum health. Our weapons will also be Celestial. On our hammer, I'm going to be using Sigil of Celerity and Sigil of Cleansing for a little bit extra cleansing, and that quickness is great because you disable foes a lot, and a hammer is kind of a slow weapon on its own, so it's very helpful. On our longbow, I use Sigil of Torment and Sigil of Doom. Sigil of Doom is nice, swapping into it, get that poison stacks on them, helps with people who heal a lot, also just extra cover Condi. Then Torment, you do critical hits fairly frequently, especially with Fury uptime. We're going to be all Celestial for our trinkets as well. For our build, we're going to be running Discipline, Defense, and Spellbreaker. On Discipline, we're going to be running Warrior Sprint, just for the movement increase, and movement skills breaking mobilization. Brawler's Recovery, just to help with Condi cleanse. You're getting a lot of Condi builds in World vs. World, although this build is very good versus Condi. And then Burst Mastery, just for the swiftness, and then restoration of Adrenaline. Under defense, we're going to be using Cold of the Weak. Burst skills inflict weakness. It's not really for the increased strike damage, it's really mainly for the weakness, just to help reduce that damage coming onto you. Using Resilient Roll, just for the uptime on resistance, very helpful against a Moog, Cripple, Chill, Blind, very useful. Those are all very commonly applied Condis in World vs. World. Running Cleansing Ire to help with our Adrenaline uptime, and again, Condi removal. In the Spellbreaker line, we're going to be running Guard Counter for protection to again reduce even more damage. Going to be running Slow Counter, where full counter will apply Cripple and Slow. You can also run Loss Aversion if you want. I do sometimes run that. And then Revenge Counter, this is a very important one. Usually people run Magebane Tether for Spellbreaker World vs. World, but Revenge Counter really makes this build with that resistance and the conditions copy. For our utilities, for heal, I use Mending. I use Bull's Charge. This is sort of an open slot. You can switch it out with any other skill here. I just really like it for the evade and CC options. Bound State for our main stun break, and stability application also makes you immune to critical hits, which is amazing for taking against power builds. This build is mainly for countering Condi builds in World vs. World. This is a useful addition to help with power builds. And then Banner of Defense, that barrier is great, and then also just the pulsing boons afterwards. It is also a light combo, so you can use it to get light aura. And then Rampage, or sometimes I use Signet of Rage, or even Winds of Disenchantment. Rampage is what I usually use though, just for the damage reduction, and then also mainly the stability is great in XV1 for getting those stomps if you get those downs. And that's the build.
Pull up to the club and tell a DJ to play the song. It's contrast with Lucini, it's all bad. I'm all that. They don't fucking with us, not even a little bit. 5 a.m. we still live, starting with the ill fits. Whole squad, yeah, baby, I'm a big stunner. Big stunner, they don't know me as a showrunner, they ain't ready for the newcomer. When I pull up, got a news running. News flash, they been caught about it. Riz, they don't got it how I got it like this. She gon' peel her eyes back when I'm in. She in love with a kid like this, like that, like this, like.
Settings, I read it back, I get the crown. I said I'd be the best around. New settings, I read
That shit got me grabbing on the ass, she a bad bitch. Hit the buzz down, yeah, she get mad quick. Got her rolling on the bed like a tech flick. Me and Downfall, no, we don't pass this. Got her jumping at the show in the masses. Yeah, she a model, cause my bitches be the baddest. Yeah, make her shake it, got a chicken with the fattest. Yeah, you fuck around, see me get the maddest. Sure, I'm the fastest. Sure, you can't pass this. Get the lashes. It's a brand new keys, gotta whip it like a sports car. Go and take a bad bitch, party at a sports bar. G on the bag, and she wear it as a go yard. Party with the boys, as the gang goes so hard. Feel like get mad, cause I whip it like a go-kart. Pumping on my tracks, going harder than most. Yeah, I think she caught feels, cause I hit her with a bow hard. Sucking on my dick in the club like a blow dart. Just wait till you see me on your TV. Going shoot a movie with your bitch, it's a 3D. Yeah, I know that she need me, I want to tease me. Keep it for myself, cause the niggas stay greedy.
New settings, I run it back, I get the crown. I said I'd be the best around. New settings, I run it back, I get the crown. I said it.
Yeah, she drop it real low on the floor like a disco. Yeah, the lights gon' flash, bang, bang like a pistol. When she look at my ball, see the future like crystal. The heat from my body, I seek like a missile. Yeah, I run in your house like it's went through a whistle. Yeah, play with the kitty and love when I take yo. Stacking these bands while you counting your nickels. Yeah, go take my shot and you see how my wrist flow up.
We on the grind, yeah, she wanna hold it now. I'm on the run, I turn her down and call it up. I can't rewind, that boy you should've told me, sit that I got the time. You shot it when I'm talking. New settings, I run it back, I get the crown. I said I'd be the best around. New settings, I run it back, I get the crown. I said it. I'm on the flag shit, bitch, I'm the king of the canon magic. Boy, motherfuckers acting dog shit. Boy, they used to be my shit, now I'm on this, yeah, I feel like we got the back sales. Oh shit, I'm whistling like I'm in orbit. Saturday strike, don't miss, hit the target, shot it bad. Boy, find I'm about to smash it, now I'm in the sky, I'm just a weapon with the rockets. We on the grind, yeah, bitch, you wanna hold me now. I'm on the run, I turn her down and call it up. I can't rewind, that boy you should've told me, sit that I got the time. You shot it when I'm talking.
That shit got me grabbing on the ass, she a bad bitch. Hit the buzz down, yeah, she get mad quick. Got her rolling on the bed like a tech flick. Me and Downfall, no, we